Oh, we're coming up on a quest. And a way shrine. And we got some sort of structure to
Perhaps
this
a direct approach would be the best.
Anything about?
You wouldn't happen to be traveling to the town of Hakoshae, would you?
Why you ask?
I'm investigating a rumor about the town's leader, magnate Faina Darhak. Word has it that she's a descendant of the Akaviri potentate. A rather curious rumor, given that the potentate's bloodline should have been wiped out over a century ago.
And why are you investigating this rumor?
It's a personal matter pertaining to my grandfather's legacy. Painful as it is to say, my family's reputation depends on proving this rumor false. You wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you? I could use a lending hand.
I can help you investigate this rumor.
Why don't you begin by speaking to the lady in question? The magnate should be in the town square. Strike up a conversation and see what she reveals. In the meantime, I'll begin my own investigation. See what I can dig up.
Can you tell me more about this town of Hakoshae?
Hakoshae was built
Hakoshae.
after the fall of the Akaviri potentate. It's been, let's see now, a little over 100 years now? Yes, right around that. The town was founded by the Akaviri refugees who fled during that time.
Oh, can you tell me more about these Akaviri?
The Akaviri come from the land of Akavir, a continent east of Tamriel. They first invaded Tamriel in the First Era, but were ultimately convinced to join the Empire. Hakoshae is populated by their descendants.
Interesting. If I'm not mistaken, the Tomb of Serpents was also an Akaviri. It was a Khajiit tomb that was built by the Khajiits for the Akaviri to bury their dead. And you said it was the Akaviri who founded this place, and they were refugees?
Yes, the Akaviri took the fall of the potentate as a rather obvious sign that they were no longer welcomed in Cyrodiil. Many of them fled to elsewhere. Hakoshae is but one of the settlements that was founded.
So the people of Hakoshae are all Akaviri.
I suppose that's a matter of perspective. After all, generations of imperial marriages have considerably thinned the bloodline. Still, Hakoshae does strive to maintain Akaviri culture and customs, starting with the town's rather distinct name.
What exactly is the Akaviri potentate?
Potentate Vesidushae began his political career as advisor to Emperor Riemann III. When the emperor was assassinated, the potentate stepped up as Cyrodiil's leader. Very fortunate for Vesidushae, of course. He was emperor in all but name.
Did Verdishas was this did this and did they plot the assassination?
So goes the rumors, though nothing was ever proven. Unsurprisingly, an Akaviri on the Ruby Throne created conflict. The potentate was eventually assassinated himself. A few decades later, his heir was similarly slain.
Who assassinated them?
The Morag Tong, of course. Who else would be so competent? Following the death of potentate Severian Chorak and his heirs, a large number of Akaviri and their followers left Cyrodiil. Many wound up here and elsewhere.
I'd like to hear more about your grandfather's legacy.
As an agent of the Morag Tong, my grandfather had the honor of executing the last remaining heir of the Akaviri potentate. But here's the tricky bit. My grandfather and the heir both disappeared during the attempt. The Morag Tong presumed them dead.
But now you have research to think otherwise?
If Magnate Faina Darhak truly is the descendant of the potentate, it proves without a shadow of a doubt that my grandfather failed. And such failure would be a grave dishonor to my family name.
Oh.
That's why I'm keen to prove this rumor false.
That's not the direction I thought you were taking, but whatever. Alright, so we gotta go check out what shenanigans are happening here at the Hakoshae. I still can't pronounce that name because I'm a little stupid.
Alright, about 7:30, we're gonna be getting up.
Alright,
Alright, love you.
love you too.
Going to bed.
Alright. Jump scare. Ironically, this is the quest I just started before I had to do maintenance on my computer. Okay. Got some festivities
I haven't
going.
been able to sleep all week. Please, can't you do something?
Of course. I'll have the town guards investigate tonight.
Thank you, Magnate Fena Darak.
And who do we have here? Come, let us speak. Welcome to the town of Hakoshae. I must say it is not often I see a new face. Have you perhaps come to take part in our festival?
A festival?
The Proving Festival, yes. Through a series of trials, the people of Hakoshae must prove themselves to their ancestors. We do so by completing 3 trials, otherwise known as the 3 proofs.
Can you tell me more about these 3 proofs?
First, the proof of reference calls on our ancestors to witness our deeds. Second, the proof of strength displays our might and bravery. Lastly, the proof of wisdom tests our knowledge and wit. Through these trials, we show our worth.
I'd like to join this festival, if I may.
Of course. I'm sure you too have ancestors you wish to honor. First, you must speak with Domitia Nasica. You'll find her just by the river. Listen well to her words, for she will guide you through your first trial.
Alright.
Let me know if you have any other questions. I realize that Hakoshae can be quite the curiosity for travelers such as yourself.
I couldn't help but overhear a conversation earlier. Some sort of trouble?
Nothing to worry about. Domitia just hasn't been sleeping well. She believes there's something prowling around her house at night. I suspect it to be just bad dreams.
But you're going to have the town guards search?
Of course. I'd never dismiss a citizen who seeks my aid. Having the town guards investigate will help ease Domitia's fears. That alone may be enough to stop her nightmares. And if the dreams continue, I'll make sure she's seen by a healer.
I see. Could you tell me more about Hakoshae?
Though Hakoshae is known for its Akaviri
She.
ancestry, the truth is that our imperial bloodline runs far richer. Still, we honor our Akaviri ancestors by maintaining some of their customs. The Proving Festival is a shining example of that.
Tell me more about this festival.
The Proving Festival has not been celebrated since Hakoshae was first founded. I didn't even know it existed until I found a first-hand account of the festival in my family's records. It's been quite the challenge getting everyone up to speed.
And why did the Hakoshae stop celebrating it?
I'm not sure. Perhaps the town just wasn't interested in celebrations when Hakoshae was first founded. They were refugees, after all. You can read about it yourself if you're so inclined. I happen to have the book with me.
Can you tell me more about yourself?
I hold the title of Magnate, though I have no emperor who supports me. Still, my family has led Hakoshae since its founding, and chose to take the title to reflect that role. It has been my honor to lead this town for over 10 years now.
Why has your family always led the town?
Because it was our family who founded it. My ancestors wished to create a place of safety and peace, where Akaviri traditions could continue to be passed down and honored. A goal I still strive to respect to this day.
I couldn't help but notice your name. Is it Akaviri?
Yes, as is my family's tradition. We tend to keep closer to our Akaviri heritage than most. I even speak a little of the language, though I suspect my accent is quite atrocious.
Interesting. I have a feeling this is the book she's talking about. I'll pause for a second so you can all read. Okay. So we need to talk to someone about taking part in this festival. And I believe this is who we're looking for.
Oh, you're that traveler I saw earlier. Do you need something?
The magnet. I have been allowed. I have been allowed to join the festival, and was told that I should speak to you.
Truly, that was certainly nice of her. Your first step is to complete the proof of reverence. This trial allows us to call upon our ancestors to watch over us, as we prove ourselves worthy of their name.
And how do I do that?
With this paper lotus, write the names of your honored ancestors on its petals, and place the lotus in the river. This will allow it to float into the afterlife. Think of it like a calling card, a way to get your ancestors to pay attention.
I'll place the paper lotus in the river.
Return to me when you've completed your task. Oh, and feel free to ask any questions you may have. This is Hakoshae's first proving festival in over a century, after all. I'm sure you're just as curious as everyone else.
Tell me more about the proof of reverence.
Before we can prove ourselves to our ancestors, we must first get their attention. The paper lotus acts as a ceremonial letter of sorts. By placing it into the river, we allow it to be carried into the realm of the dead.
Is it based on an Akaveri belief?
Yes, it is. The Akaveri believe that all waterways connect the realms of the living and dead. There are many folktales about boats being lost in heavy fog, and landing on shores filled with restless spirits.
And do you believe that?
I used to, when I was little. Whenever I would go jump in a puddle, my mother would yell, "Stop that! You'll fall right into the afterlife." Truthfully, though, she just didn't want my dress to get muddy.
Okay, that's kind of cute. And you said this was your first proving of festival? Your first proving festival?
Excited, of course. Honestly, I'm shocked we gave up the tradition in the first place. No one even remembered the festival existed until the magnate found an old record about it.
If it's not a tradition, why is the Hakoshae decided to have the festival now?
Our town doesn't have much wealth or power, but we do take pride in our ancestry. Learning about our Akaviri culture and celebrating it is important to us. And the Proving Festival is the perfect way to do just that.
Huh. Alrighty then. Well, let's go ahead and just... Okay. Simple as that. Let it float downstream, I guess.
Through this proof, you have shown reverence. Well done. Next is the proof of strength. You'll need to... I'm sorry. I'm just so tired today. There's been a lot of strange noises at night lately, and I haven't slept very well.
Is that what you and the magnet were talking about?
You overheard that? Ah, well, yes. I've started hearing noises at night. Heavy breathing, uneven footsteps that seem to shuffle about. At first I thought I was dreaming it all, but now I am not too sure.
Any idea what it might be?
I don't, though the magnate has promised to send a patrol out tonight. Hopefully they'll find whatever it is. But you've got a proof to complete. Head over to Vectrasi for your next task. He's just a little ways west of here, right up the hill.
Okay.
Good luck with the proof of strength, and let me know if you need anything.
Okay, just barely good. Here's this guy shard nearby.
What can I do for you, traveler?
I'm here to complete the proof of strength. The magnate gave me permission.
You wish to prove yourself before your ancestors?
Sure.
Very well. To the north lies a cave wherein beautiful sugar daisies grow. Bring me one, and you will have proved your strength.
How does that prove my strength?
Ah, didn't I mention? The cave also happens to be a cinch lion lair, and I doubt the beasts will be particularly fond of your intrusion. Best of luck, traveler.
Alright, I'll bring you back the flower.
Make sure to keep your senses about you. Cinch lions aren't beasts to take lightly.
Can you tell me more about the proof of strength?
The Akaviri have always placed a great emphasis on martial prowess. The proof of strength shows our ancestors that we remain strong and are prepared to face any danger that may befall us.
Are the Akaviri known to be great warriors?
The greatest. Akaviri warriors are known for both their might and magic. It was only because of their aid that General Riemann was able to pacify all of Tamriel under his rule. Why, it was Akaviri who founded the Dragon Guard.
The Dragon Guard.
Proud warriors who formed the Dragonborn Riemann's personal guard. Unfortunately, they seem to have disbanded after the Akaviri potentate fell. I still think they're around, though, waiting for their moment to return.
Interesting. Feels a bit extreme to send people to go fight lions just to prove their ancestry, but I mean, it's not like I haven't fought bigger and badder. I'm gonna quickly go grab this sky shard I'm sensing on my compass. Just a troll splashing in the water. Hit. Oh, magical sky shard. Hell yeah. Okay, this cave was surprisingly farther than I thought it would be, and there is certainly a lot of lions around. I'm gonna go ahead and avoid these ones and just see what's going on inside the cave. We're looking for a flower. So far so peaceful. Ah, flower. Well, I suppose I wouldn't be proving strength unless I fought at least one lion, so yeah. Nope. I'll avenge this fallen soldier who unfortunately did not pass the strength test. Oh god, there's more. By the moons, there's more. Oh, there's a big one. Just when you thought we were done. Oh, that's not fair. You can't just heal. You heal, I heal, bitch. Come here. Give me your stuff. I don't want that mace. Perfect. And Sugar Daisy attained. Let's go ahead and head back and complete this something of strength. Trial of strength. Alright, Mr. Mans, I have completed your trial.
You have the look of victory about you. Tell me, were you successful?
I found the flower. Here you go.
Most impressive. I'd say you've certainly made your ancestors proud. Good thing, too. Wouldn't want any unhappy spirits mucking about Hakoshae. They bring all sorts of misfortune.
Is this another Akaviri belief?
Quite right. It's part of why honoring our ancestors is so important. Happy ancestors gift their descendants with good fortune. Wrathful ancestors, well, they do just the opposite. They curse us with misery, desolation, even death.
Death.
Yes, death. Of course, you'd need to perform a great dishonor for such a punishment. Not that you have to worry about that. You've proven both your reverence and strength. Now, it's time to test your wit. Head to the town square and speak to Valoria.
Alright.
Don't dawdle now. The proof of wisdom awaits you back in Hakoshae.
Oh boy. The test of wisdom, my greatest enemy. I can't even pronounce half the names we've seen, or even just talk normally for that case. So I can't imagine wisdom's going to be my strong suit.
Why, if it isn't our town's mysterious stranger. Magnet Fena Derak told me all about your participation. Have you completed the first 2 proofs?
I have indeed, and I was told to speak to you.
Excellent, excellent. Then you are ready for the proof of wisdom. I am most useful when empty. I am most generous when full. What am I?
Oh, I have to solve a riddle?
Of course. What better way to show your wisdom? The riddle describes one of the items on this table. Choose the correct item and bring it to me. Only then will you pass the trial.
Okay, I guess I'll return with the...
Best of luck, dear. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Could you... What can you tell me about the proof of wisdom?
Throughout Akaviri history, the proof of wisdom has been performed in a number of ways. Scholars draft grand essays, writers compose ornate poems, philosophers perform lengthy debates. But for Hakoshae, we went with riddles.
Why riddles?
The people of Hakoshae are simple folk, and our great scholars are few and far between. A modest trial keeps morale up, while still honoring our ancestors. However, we did get a few essay submissions for the Magnate to review.
The Magnate a scholar, then?
Of course. Just like the rest of her family. Every Akaviri text we have is safely contained within the Magnate's home, and she makes sure to study them. Even teaches the young ones a bit of the language.
Alright. Could you be so What? Could you be so kind to tell me the riddle again?
I am most useful when empty. I am most generous when full. What am I?
I am most useful when empty. I am most generous with full. To me, that screams a cup. Okay, we got a candle, a potion, and a bowl. I am most useful when empty. Most graceful when full. Well, to me that does make sense for a candle. The potion, a potion is useful when full, but or grateful when full, but not very well empty. I can't even remember the riddle, but I'm going to guess it's bowl because to me it sounds like a cup, but a cup's not an option, so I'm gonna guess it's a bowl.
You've returned. Tell me, what item did you bring?
A bowl.
Yes, that is indeed the answer. Oh, I'm just so happy you guessed correctly. I was a little worried my riddle was too obscure. I had hoped Magnate Fena Darak would provide a riddle, but she's had her hands full with the festival. Poor thing.
Poor thing.
She just has a lot riding on her shoulders. We're all seeking to honor our ancestors. but the magnate's ancestors are a bit, harder to live up to. I'm sure it's created a good deal of stress.
I see. Well, thank you.
May your ancestors be pleased by your actions, traveler.
Oh,
Enjoying the festival, are we? I'm sure you've heard a great deal about Akaviri culture today, but tell me, did you learn anything about the magnate herself?
I guess her family's led Hakoshae since it was founded, and, well, she's a real respected and scholar, I guess. Does that help?
Everything you've learned seems to support the rumor. A descendant of the potentate would certainly be given such privileges. However, my investigation calls for more concrete proof. A document would be best.
Okay, and where would we find such a document?
I've made some inquiries of my own. It seems that Magnate Fena Darak has quite a few records in the cellar of her home. We'll need to break in and search her documents.
And how do you propose that we break in?
We need a key, and I'm positive the captain of the guard carries one. If you would do me the kindness of chatting him up for a bit, I'll do my best to obtain the key. Should all go well, we'll be in and out before anyone notices.
Alright, I'll distract the guard.
Very well. Let's get moving then.
Even though in reality I don't like being a social person, but you know, I'll do anything and get the job done. Almost anything. Hello, my good man.
Greetings. Say, aren't you the traveler who joined the Proving Festival?
Why, yes, I am. I am the traveler who has completed the Proving Festival, in fact.
Are you now? Well, that's certainly an impressive feat. Honestly, this whole affair has been nerve-wracking for me. I'm not too keen on dishonoring my ancestors. Who knows what misfortune would befall me?
Were you able to complete the 3 proofs?
To be honest, barely. The first 2 proofs were easy enough. Threw a paper lotus in the river, grabbed a sugar daisy for Vecdrasi. But that last proof, well, it stumped me. Couldn't for the life of me figure out the riddle.
How did you solve it?
I'll admit it, I had a little help. Magnate Fena Darak gave me a hint. She's a gracious lady, our magnate. Always helping out folks in need. I'm not sure how Hakoshae would fare without her.
Interesting. What kind of lady? Well, I best be off, my good man. You have a good one. Stuck on a ledge.
Glad you could make it. Quickly now, let's head inside.
Okay. What are we doing?
Well, that's certainly odd. There must be something here to take down that barrier.
I see a book and a chest. Tell the elements by the now Pete language. Man raises his mighty staff and so lights up the east. Zaya waves her graceful wand and so drowns the south. Naifa stomps his boots in anger and rumbles the north. There's her colorful fan and blows towards the west. Okay. Earth tablet, fire tablet, water. Oh. Okay.
I'm willing to bet those tablets would fit rather nicely into these sockets on the floor.
Hint, place the fire tablet. Okay, I see. Fan rumbles. It's anger and rumbles up the north, drowns the south, and lights up the east. None of those really shout out fire to me. Maybe rumbles. Rumbles up the north. Fire. So fire north, I guess. Place the wind tablet. Blows towards the west. Okay, so that... Whoa, my mouse went off screen. Okay, so we'll place wind west. Which one? The earth. Oh, you know what? Earth might be north. Because rumbles. So I think I might have done it wrong. Yeah, it drowns, because water would be south. So I think I did it wrong.
Well, that certainly wasn't right. Care to try again?
Okay, let me try this again. So my staff lights up the east. So I'm gonna... God damn it, my mouse keeps going off screen. So I'm actually gonna put fire on the east. And then wind... I mean... west, it blows towards the west. So I think that one was right. And then we have the earth. Earth. No, rumbles the north. So earth does north, and that leaves water south.
Looks like that did it.
Hell
Let's hit
yeah.
it.
I'm not too stupid after all.
The magnate left a letter on her desk. Interesting, don't you think?
I guess. I mean, I leave notes on my desk all the time, but sure. I know you're afraid of it. One day you will lead the prophecy of our people, for it is you who carries the blood of the tent and goodness, which proves both blessings and curse you may prosper. Our family has never allowed the word of the language to go beyond the Hakoshae's walls for a good reason. The Moloch tongue still hunts in the shadows of Tamriel, and they will not take such news lightly. We are seen as loose ends to tie up. To ensure our family's safety, we must closely guard this secret. It is the only way. Forever yours, Mother.
Seems this letter confirms that the magnate is descended from the potentate. What a pity.
Just what are you two doing here?
Oh shit.
Get out at once!
Traitor! How dare you claim to be of my blood?
What's happening? Please, no!
Well, vegetal.
What the fuck just happened?
Well, it seems we've confirmed that Fena Darak is a descendant of the potentate. Just in time for her to be whisked away by some vengeful spirit. Just my luck.
Why would the spirit abduct her?
Isn't that part of the Akaviri's beliefs? Disrespect your ancestors and they'll have their revenge. And given the spirit's armor, he was definitely Akaviri. Huh. Makes me wonder what the magnate did to deserve such a fate.
We'll just ignore the fact that I'm totally not just wielding an Akaviri sword and Akaviri light armor. Do you believe the spirit was one of her ancestors?
I'm not sure, but it's as good a guess as any. Given the turn of events, we'd best go after them. Perhaps the local tombs? If I know ghosts, they don't often wander far from their graves.
Given the turn of events? What do you mean by that?
Some Akaviri is so upset with the magnate that he's returned from the dead. And if I'm to see this investigation through to the end, I need to learn why. Let's head to the tombs. It's just east of the town square. Can't miss it.
Okay then. Man, I'm not gonna lie. Akaviri as ancestors sounds dramatic as shit. Literally coming back the dead to abduct you if you upset them. I mean, yeah, you should never disrespect your ancestors, but goddamn. Oh, he's already here.
You could make it.
You teleporting bastard. Investigate.
I see them, just up ahead. Still you hunt me, assassin scum? Was my death not enough?
He just likes shoving her through portals, doesn't he?
This disappearing act is getting very old, very fast.
The Akaviri seem to have recognized you. Any idea why?
He seems to think that I was the Mer who assassinated him. Could be a simple case of mistaken identity. After all, my mother always did tell me I bear a striking resemblance to my grandfather, Methisdarum.
So your grandfather assassinated the Akaviri we're chasing.
As a member of the Morag Tong, my grandfather executed a great number of people. But, given the location and the armor the spirit wears, let's move ahead. I have a feeling we'll get our answers soon enough.
Alright, let's get moving.
Best if we split up and go our separate ways.
Sure. Split up where? There's like no other way to go. Oh, Jesus. Ghost jump scare. What dare you pull a reverse maneuver on me like that? Yeah. I'd kill you with your own weapons. I think their swords look a bit different than the one I'm using, actually. I know the ones at the Tomb of the Serpent were using these ones, though. Yeah! Oh, I could not jump at them for some reason. They just keep coming. You bastard. More ghosts. I hope the townspeople don't mind that I'm murdering their ancestors again, but then again, that was the question. Ew. Am I really killing something that is already dead? Yeah. Rip Skeeper homie for real, dog. This way, down the stairs, further into the heart of the beast. More of them. Sorry, I'm not fighting much commentary. Finally. God, for literally just figures of dead people, they sure are, tinky. Jump attack. Bitch. Alright, more of them. There's a bunch of them. I mean, it's a tomb. No shit, but like, damn. I see a chest. That is mine. Yoink. God damn it. Why is my inventory so full, dude? I haven't gotten a chance to go empty it. This looks like a boss fight. It is in fact a boss fight. So, fear my ass. Oh, he's someone back up. Ah, get off me, you bastard. Damn you. Ah, finally. He was actually pretty tough. And I now take his boot. They are my boots now, bitch. I should probably stop disrespecting the dead like that. I'm gonna get my ass cursed for real. Oh. Oh, that wasn't even the guy.
Proconsul Baloran Kai, I presume?
Very good, Assassin Scum. You and your companion have been most insistent. Come, let us speak. Fena Derok has called my spirit to judge her. By her quill, my name was written. By her hands, the paper lotus placed. And so I have come to punish her wickedness. And yet you try to stop me. Who are you to deny me my revenge?
Why do you crave revenge?
When I escaped Cyrodiil, I had but one man to protect me. Someone I placed my utmost faith in. My utmost trust. Lieutenant Line Bardwick. But when it came time to guard me from my Morag Tong assassin, my protector fled.
So the Morag Tong assassin killed... Why am I saying that? No shit.
Yes. Though not before I was able to inflict a mortal wound myself. Both I and my assassin died that day. But not Line Bardwick. He looted my corpse and claimed my name. It was he who founded Hakoshae, not I.
But why abduct the magnet and... Why abduct Magnet via Darka? She's not the one that betrayed you.
Her family continued to spread the lies of my betrayer. For centuries, they have proclaimed themselves nobility. But all they have inherited is lies. She must renounce her title and tell her people the truth. Only then will I be content.
Okay then. I'll relay the message to her. Just let her go.
Go then, and convince Fena Derok to speak the truth. Only that will save her.
What do you promise? What prompted your return anyways?
The Proving Festival is a time for the Akaviri people to commune with their ancestors. Not only does it allow the dead to view the living world, it also invites us to cross over. Fena Derok called me to judge her. I have come to do so.
But she didn't do anything. It was her ancestors who stole your identity.
And so I did not kill her, as I attempted to kill Line Bardwick when first this festival was held. My lieutenant also summoned me by our ancient rites, though he did not realize this. I was compelled to cross over and judge his wicked ways.
But you weren't successful?
Line Bardwick was a strong mage in his own right. He cast me away. For centuries I have waited for another Proving Festival, but I suspect that Line Bardwick took precautions against my return. But now, at last, the truth can be revealed.
Okay. I like your armor, by the way, so don't get mad at me if I steal it. Okay, cool. glad we could agree.
I can't believe it. The founder of Hakoshae, my ancestor, he lied?
That seems to be the case. Will you speak the truth?
You don't understand. To admit such a horrid truth wouldn't just dishonor me. It would dishonor my entire family. All of my ancestors who have done such great things for Hakoshae, they'll all be disgraced. How can I do that?
So, what, you're just gonna keep lying about your ancestry?
No. No. I don't want to keep lying. The citizens of Hakoshae deserve nothing but my complete honesty, even if it comes at the cost of my family's reputation. I'll do it. Ancestors, forgive me, but I'll tell everyone the truth.
I mean, you don't really have a choice, otherwise not samurai people here are gonna come out of nowhere and probably kill them all, so let's just get going then.
I'll be watching, Fena Darrow, waiting for you to speak the truth.
I'll keep my word.
Well, seems like it's time to get going then. I'll meet you in the town square.
Yeah, yep.
It seems my investigation has come to an end. The rumor was false, my family name is cleared, and no one even needed to be executed. A happy ending all around, wouldn't you say?
I'm sorry someone was going to be executed.
The Morag Tong isn't one to leave loose threads, even one that's been dangling for over a century. Luckily for Fena Darak, my grandfather was able to complete his writ. Yeah, a reward for services rendered.
Okay. God damn it. Really need to upgrade my inventory.
It seems the Morag Tong isn't... Now, despite our daring rescue, I'm certain the magnate doesn't want a member of the Morag Tong hanging about. Though it does look like she's about to make her big announcement, doesn't it? Well, perhaps I'll stick around long enough to watch.
Could you tell me more about the Morag Tong?
The Morag Tong is an organization of assassins. Agents are assigned writs of execution, perform said executions, and then go along the merry way. That's the long and short of it in any case.
So, like the Dark Brotherhood.
I'd ask you not to compare us to those lunatics. Our practices, morbid as they may seem, are perfectly legal and keeping with dark elf traditions. I kill only who I am sanctioned to kill.
And were you really going to kill her?
If I had to. My preference was always to prove this rumor false, of course. Still, a writ is a writ. If my grandfather failed to do his duty, then I would have done it for him. Simple.
But you grandfather's wit was for him not feeling... What?
My grandfather was following a writ which called for the death of potentate Severian Shorak and all his heirs. Had Fena Darak been a descendant of the proconsul, her execution would also fall under this writ. Naturally.
That seems like a technicality.
I'll let the Morag Tong know your feelings soon as I'm back in Morrowind. I'm sure they're just dying to hear your opinion.
My family has long claimed to be descended from the potentate. But this is not the truth. The man who founded the town, my ancestor, was a traitor. He betrayed Proconsul Baloran Kai and stole his name. My family's legacy is only a lie. I revoke my title as a magnate. And should you decide it, I will leave Hakoshae forever. This dishonor is mine to bear. And I accept it.
No! We still want you to be our magnate!
You're an honorable woman, Fena Darak.
You deserve to lead this town.
Everyone, thank you. Thank you so much.
Finally, I am a vet.
Okay. I guess he's happy about it.
Greetings, traveler. I hope you're doing well.
You seem rather happy, given all that has happened.
Honestly, I'm still wrapping my head around it all. My entire life, I thought that I was a descendant of the potentate. To realize that was a lie is... well, it's hard. But I'm still Faina Darok. I know who I am, and so too do my people.
So you're going to continue to be the magnet.
Yes.
Magnet.
For as long as Hakoshae will have me. And even if that changes, I'll still do my best to help this town however I can. This is my home, no matter who my ancestors were or were not. I realize that now.
Alright. You don't have anything to say? Well, guess we're gonna call it there, folks. Quite an interesting little quest. I never actually fully saw this one to completion before, so very interesting. And we learned just a bit more history about Tamriel itself, so anyways, sorry for the lack of commentary through this one. It's late at night, of course. I'm trying to get as much recording as I can before I take off to my trip still. But, yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series, and I hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care, y'all.